Hello, I'm Shuichi, and today I want to introduce the idea of a linked list. And to do that, I want you to imagine that you are in a game called the Super Secret Code game. And as its name, you have to figure out what the super secret code is. To do that, you need to go to a series of stops, where each stop will tell you one letter to the super secret code. But the thing is, you don't know any of the stops. You don't know where the second stop is, the third stop, the fourth stop, you don't know where they are. You only know where the first stop is. So that's where you go. When you go to the first stop, you figure out the first letter to your super secret code. But other than the first letter, you also find the guy managing the stop that tells you where the second stop is. So you go to the second stop, and you find the second letter to your code. And again, in this stop, you also find the person running the stop. It tells you where the next stop is. So you keep going through this cycle, find the letter, go to the guy that's running the stop. He tells you where the next stop is. You go to the next stop, figure out the letter, go to the guy running the stop, and he tells you the next stop. You go to the stop that he points to, and now you know that you reached the end because he points you to the end. So now you've completed the game, you have your super secret code, which is link. And what I want to point out here is that, notice, you couldn't go to the second stop, the third stop, or the fourth stop without going through the first stop first. You would have to go through the first stop, go to the second stop, third stop, fourth stop to get to any of your corresponding stops. You can't just go from like the start to the second stop. That's not allowed because you don't know where the second stop is. The only way you would know where the second stop is if this first guy pointed to it. So what we've just described is exactly a linked list, but instead of characters, LINK, it could be anything. You could have some number, maybe 4, 3, 2, 1. You could have a word in each one. You could have limb, dog, cat, and so on. You could have numbers, you could have anything in each of these stops. And instead of stops, we're going to call these nodes. So this is node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. Instead of the and, we will call the last one the now pointer. And instead of people pointing to your next stop, what you have is a pointer pointing to the address of the next node. And what you have here is a linked list. So there you go.